And as I travel, the unfolding horizon reveals an eternal carpet of shimmering, glowing green. The green of an annual harvest of 7 million tons of rice. We've arrived at Portuk, a tiny village famed not for its rice, but for its silver. The villagers were appointed as the silversmiths to the royal palace over 200 years ago. And today the entire village has been carrying on the legacy and has been crafting silver ever since. Does it get passed down from one family to another?
It's taught from generation to generation, right. From his great-grandparents to his parents to himself, and then go down and down.
Working like this with silver is an art form handed down from the times of Angkor, whose ancient artisans were unbelievably skilled. While the men in the family do the hot, heavier work of moulding the shapes, the women do the intricate work of engraving. And silver engraving doesn't come more Cambodian than this, an elephant thought to bring prosperity.
You can,
oh yeah.
Yeah, you can draw the flower, and then you have to make it like a square.
The same as that?
Yeah, yeah, the same as this one.
Cool,
yes.
I'll try.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can draw, you can carve it, because you learn just 1 month and then you can carve it.
Right, right. In that case, I'll never be able to carve because I can barely draw a flower. How long does it take them to actually carve one of these?
For one elephant, 3 days.
Right, so my silversmith friend here says getting from there to that level of perfection might take you about 2 to 3 months, if I'm good enough. We're moving on and arrived at the bustling riverside town of Kampong Chang. The Tonle Sap River, which flows to Phnom Penh, has throughout history been an important trade route, particularly so when the monsoon made the road impossible. And wherever there are people, there's street food. So what this is it can be a savory or a sweet little snack. What it is sticky rice mixed with soybean paste, shoved into a bamboo stem and blocked off from the top with banana leaves or any sort of wild leaves. The entire thing's actually shoved into a wood fire and cooked for about 15 to 20 minutes, but it's really, really tasty. It's really nice. You could make a meal out of that easily. The town's name, Kampong Chung, means clay pot port. And just a few kilometers away, set in tranquil paddy fields dotted with swaying sugar palms, lies the reason why. We're at Claypot Village, and just like the Silver Village, inside every home is a tiny family business. Each house has a specialty. Here, while Mum makes big traditional pots, her daughters make smaller offering bowls to be used in Buddhist temples. Even for a Goan girl like me, this really is a step back in time. Here, nothing has changed for hundreds of years. Oxen cart this clay in from a nearby mountain in the dead of the night. Any other time and the oxen would get too hot. This certainly seems like no easy life, but for now it stays secure. How did she learn it? How did she learn how to make pots?
She learned from her elder sister, and her elder sister went to the organization that is run by the Japanese, and they provide the training course for making the pot.
So her mum must be quite proud of her that, you know, that she's actually learned how to make pots, is she?
She said she is very proud and very happy because the daughter knows how to make it.
I was really looking forward to getting out into the country and seeing what Cambodian village life is like. Well, that gets one big tick from me. It's easy to see why. Life here seems almost idyllic. Next, one big deep breath. We're revisiting the days of the Khmer Rouge.
It was one of the most cruel and savage restructurings of society ever, where between 1 and 2 million lives were mercilessly ended by torture or starvation. The dark years of Pol Pot is next week.